All right, so you want the Psalms, huh? The whole book of Psalms.
In under 10 minutes?
That's the request. You ready for this deep dive? I mean,
Uh,
talk about a challenge. The book of Psalms, it's like the whole emotional spectrum of, well, existence.
yeah, it's a lot to cover in 10
Like,
minutes.
how do you even begin to sum that up?
I think we can at least give like a good overview, sort of a framework, hit the key themes, the structure.
Okay, a framework. That's doable. So let's start with the basics. What exactly are the Psalms? I mean, beyond like ancient poetry, right? Like, what's the deal?
Okay, so imagine, right, like 150 poems, songs too. Each one like a window into the soul of ancient Israel. Joy, sorrow, doubt, faith, like the whole human experience.
150, and all attributed to King David.
Well, traditionally, yeah. But scholarship suggests multiple authors over centuries even.
Ah, okay. So not just David then. Multiple authors, different time periods. Which makes me think, is there any structure to the book itself? Or is it like just random emotions and ideas all thrown together?
Oh, no, no, not random at all. Definitely not random. There are distinct categories, like chapters in this human story. Scholars, they often group the Psalms into types.
Oh, interesting. So like different types of songs. What,
Yeah.
what kind of types are we talking about?
Well, you've got your praise psalms, for example. They're all about celebrating God's greatness, creation, his acts of power, super vibrant imagery. Like you can almost hear the music, makes you want to dance.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I can practically hear like the ancient instruments, right?
Exactly.
But it can't be all, celebration. Life's not always a party. There's got to be some tougher stuff in there, right?
Oh, absolutely. There's the lament psalms. Those are raw, unfiltered cries for help.
Mhm.
Suffering, pain, doubt, even anger at God. It's pretty intense.
Wow. So like even anger at God is okay to express.
Yeah, it's all there, yeah. And the thing is, these laments, they're so relatable even today.
Yeah.
They give us a language for our own struggles. They teach us how to be honest with God when things are tough.
Hmm. That's powerful. Permission to be real with God,
Hmm.
not just pretend everything's fine.
Exactly.
But we don't stay in that dark place forever, right? The Psalms also show us.
The power of gratitude, yeah. That's where the Thanksgiving Psalms come in. They're all about expressing thanks,
Yeah.
for God's deliverance, answered prayers, even like just simple blessings.
Like a reminder to notice the good stuff, even when things are rough.
Exactly. And often you see this shift, right? From lament to praise, like a journey.
Yeah, back and forth,
Yeah.
just like life, I guess. So, okay, we've got praise, we've got lament, we've got thanksgiving. You also mentioned wisdom psalms, right?
Mhm.
What makes those different?
So think of wisdom psalms as like reflections on life, the human condition, right and wrong, good and evil, the search for meaning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So less about like direct pleas to God
Yeah.
and more about uh, pondering the bigger picture.
Right. Take Psalm 1, for instance. It contrasts the path of the righteous with the path of the wicked. Super powerful and, so relevant today. Our choices have consequences.
Makes you think, for sure.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we can't forget the royal psalms,
Right.
all about the king.
Yeah, the royal psalms focused on the king, but they also often point to something bigger. They depict the king as like a messianic figure, foreshadowing a future king who will embody God's justice and reign.
Ah, so there's like a prophetic element to these psalms.
Absolutely. And this is really important for Christians. They see these psalms as pointing to Jesus.
Oh, I see. So within the Christian tradition, the royal psalms take on like this whole other layer of meaning.
Exactly.
Okay, so wow. We've got all these different categories, this huge range of human emotion, experience.
Yeah.
But you said there's actually structure to the book itself. Like it's not just randomly arranged.
Right. There's debate, of course. But many scholars, they see the arrangement as intentional, like a spiritual journey. You move from cries of lament to shouts of praise, from personal struggles to a broader vision of God's kingdom.
It's like the Psalms are taking us on a journey then,
Mm.
mirroring like our own lives.
You could say that.
And that's what makes them so powerful, I think. They're not just like ancient poems,
Yeah.
you know? They speak to us across the centuries, offer guidance, comfort, a way to connect with something bigger.
The Psalms teach us how to articulate our emotions, our deepest emotions to God, how to wrestle with faith when times are hard. and how to find beauty, solace, even in the midst of pain.
So powerful. Speaking of finding beauty, I came across some fun facts while, prepping for this deep dive. Did you know the longest psalm, Psalm 119, is actually an acrostic poem? Each 8-verse stanza starts with the successive letter of the Hebrew alphabet.
Wow, really? I didn't know that.
It's true. Like the level of detail, the craftsmanship, it's amazing.
Yeah. It really shows you like the care that went into these poems.
And then, of course, there's Psalm 23, the Lord is my shepherd. I mean, come on, that's like universally beloved. Even people who don't know the Bible find comfort in those words.
Oh, absolutely. It's just so powerful, so simple yet so profound.
And, to this day, a lot of the Psalms are still used in Jewish and Christian liturgy, connecting us to this like ancient tradition of prayer and song. It's amazing.
It's a testament to their enduring power. The fact that these words written, thousands of years ago still resonate so deeply today.
So we've covered a lot of ground here, huh?
Yeah, whirlwind tour for sure.
But as we wrap up, I want to leave our listeners with a question. What psalm speaks to you right now? What resonates with your heart, your joys, your struggles, whatever you're going through?
Yeah, that's a great question because that's where your own personal deep dive begins.
Right. So take some time. Explore the Psalms. Let their words, wash over you, challenge you, comfort you. You might be surprised what you discover.
I think you will.
Thanks for joining us for this epic journey through the Psalms. We hope you'll revisit them with fresh eyes and an open heart.
And maybe a little more time than 10 minutes.
Yeah. Maybe a little more time.